Hey, what's up everyone? It's Duskmos, and this is the Starlight Echo Station from Universal Audio. Let's check it out. So today in the Signal Colors primer video, I'm taking a look at the Starlight, which is a faithful recreation of vintage style delays. You've got different types of emulation like tape delay, bucket brigade, a more digital sounding but old school delay, and even the Cooper time cube, which is a wild hose based delay, a pretty obscure effect that's on a secret fourth mode that's not listed here. For each mode, you've got three different variations, A, B, and C, which more or less correlates with new, used, and worn. And that impacts a little bit what you're going to get with the color and mod values, which is really cool. They change based on which mode you're in and which sort of sub mode. Lots of subtle differences and changes you can make to each of your sounds. For the rest of the controls, besides what I've already covered, like I mentioned, you have the toggles, you've got color and mod, but you've also got what you would expect for any kind of delay, a time knob. You've also got feedback and mix, and you've got division on a multi-position rotary knob. You also got your bypass foot switch and a tap tempo or preset launcher. And perfect for synth enthusiasts, it's in stereo, with which I am feeding the Modor NF-1, the digital mega synth. And then I'm coming out stereo and going into the TX6 from Teenage Engineering and then out into the camera. The NF-1 doesn't have a sequencer, and so I'm actually controlling it from my Analog 4 from Elektron over here, and also feeding it a kick on its own clean channel. Like the other Universal Audio pedals in this lineup, there's also Bluetooth on board where you can access additional features, load up presets, and adjust other parameters that aren't available on the front panel. And also, like those other pedals, this is a really nice format, really robust enclosure, really nice feeling knobs and switches. Just a really nice package altogether. Really quick shout out to Zounds.com, my affiliate partner. They sent this out for me to take a look at on the channel, and I really appreciate that. But if you're interested in picking up a Starlight or Analog 4 or TX6, you can check out the links in my description below. I'll also link out to Modor as well. With that out of the way, I always like to start with my clean sound, so we're going to go ahead and play that. And remember, the kick is going to stay clean. I might tweak some of the filter or other parameters on the synth just for the fun of it, but for now, that's what we're starting with. Let's go ahead and engage the Starlight. So you can hear it's very subtle. And it's because really lightly with the color adjustment, since it controls the volume of the input, hitting the preamps we're in a tape EP 3 mode on the A setting. Can up some mod. Tap tempo, or you can hand dial. And you get those really nice bends. You can hear some of the dropouts happening. It's pretty cool. That comes with the mod. So you can hear the repeats get louder when you up the color, because like I said, that's like how much you're driving the input of the delay. You can mix out if you want. Switch to C version. Switch up the divisions as well. You really hear the stereo play as well. Really push the color, but compensate by mixing it out a little bit. Reduce the mod down. You hear the A is a little bit brighter versus C. At least that's what my ears are telling me. Let's flick down to the next model here, which is the Analog DMM. The color really ramped up there. So that meant the repeats were very loud. Really big stereo movement. I was going to tweak the synth, but I don't want to yet because I want to get through the different tape modes. You can hear this one's a bit darker. Really nice analog sound. Let's move to B. See? It definitely sounds a bit more worn. Really enhance that here. Real drunken. So you can hear it on B, it's improved. And you go to C. It's super worn out. Hit the color knob. Really nice vintage tones. M and A. All right, now I'm going to move down to precision. And here they almost sound like little zaps. This mode kind of likes to stick to like the more treble. It's like the attacks. Little transient kind of delays. Then you're in kind of chorus mode. It's really cool. It's almost like a super digital, really crispy. Can back that down. Chorus and delay. Phaser. So it's really coming from the mod control. Let's move into B. In B mode, it doesn't really do the chorus thing as much. Got a cool sound though. Up to feedback. Going to back down the color in the mix, and we're going to go to the fourth mode. And to get there, you cycle through all three of the red LED modes, the three that are listed, and you click down again, and it turns green. And then you're in the fourth mode. And again, this one kind of has a bit of a delay and combination reverb sort of sound. Also pretty crunchy, crispy. I was in C mode, jump to A. I really like these dual division modes. You get that really different left and right channel. Really cool sound. Let's go to B. You can hear it's more filtered. You can hear the filter jump, actually. A little bit, if you catch it. Pretty cool. I'm going to change up the sound a little bit. On the NF-1, it's really cool. You've got 3 oscillators with individual wave shapes that you can change up. You have them modulate each other, and it's really cool. Get independent control of each one as well for levels and mixing. I'm gonna go clean here. Really cool. I'm gonna go now. You click this again to get into the tape mode. Just go down again. I think change from green to red. Analog DMM. Get rid of the tape wobble a bit there. And move down to precision. Really plucky. Cool. Then it gives it like a percussive little extra oomph. Really interesting sounds. It's kind of cool because they're so tight. Kind of sounds like playing like those tubes, those you ever seen those videos of the people with the little slap like rubber things hitting those open tubes like Blue Men Group? Kind of has that vibe to it. Pretty sweet. And there we go. That is a little bit of the Starlight with a simple pattern from the Modor, accompanied with a kick from the Analog 4. Overall, I think a really interesting proposition for a standalone vintage voice delay that is also stereo, has some cool modulation capabilities, and I think some really usable sounds. With variety, you know, you have those sort of a little bit more pristine repeats with like precision and That Cooper cube was interesting as well. But then you've got the murkier analog and the more vintage tape sound. And that's a really wide range for one pedal. And to execute those at like a high quality as this does, I think deserves some props. As I mentioned, if you're interested in picking up a Starlight or taking a look at other gear, including my wish list that has things I'm interested in or things I might be interested in picking up, check out my zounds.com, links in my description. Shout out to them for sending this out and allowing me to borrow it to demo on the channel. And thank you to you for watching. Thanks so much. I'll see you next time.